Sayyidina, having a great theological seminary, Acts, how do you see the institute, the theological institutes in the Coptic Church? Because sometimes we feel like there is no unified vision or strategic plan for the educational centers everywhere.
هو يعني related to America, because America is a very intellectual society and there is many of ideas. We have to respond to it in deep theological way. We have يعني a good theological teaching, but not with academic depths.
Yes, yes.
Because there is a spread of many theological seminary, but to have academic level. يعني when Christianity started to spread, it was a very simple faith. But when the philosophers started to join, they started the theology, how to explain. So they have the Greek culture. So it was the church and started in theology of Palestine was all the Greek part, the Greek world. But then they face what to do with the Greek culture, is to accept it, to reject it. And then it started, that is how the theology started. They can take the techniques, tools of the theological, of the Greek culture to explain the faith. It leads مثلا the terminology, because words like hypostasis, ousia, have a problem to define it when it's used for the Christianity. But this is the way how the theology developed. Now, we parallel to it, now we have the academic world who teach to have critical thinking. Do we reject this world?
We can never.
We cannot. So we have to go in it. That's why when I went to Los Angeles, there was a theological seminary. It was established in 1989 by His Holiness Pope Shenouda. But I started the process to be accredited. Why to be accredited? Not so people get a certificate, but to improve the teaching on it. And like when I came to Bishop of Social Services, social services existing in Egypt. But our interaction with partners, it helped us to develop how to write project proposal, how to put objective, how to put a budget. All these things, which is, I learned it because we interact with them, which lead to have the development activities, which more than just helping the poor, needy. I apply the same idea there in the accreditation. We worked for over 20 years until we reached the accreditation.
Thank God.
Accreditation, lastly, now, but it need to prepare someone to lead, Bishop Carlos, and some the faculty, and so on. It was a process. It is, it's not an easy, expensive, but I felt it is important for how to have the faith, but also express in the academic terminology and the academic principles. It will help us not just to be proact. Because my experience in the ecumenical movement, usually the Orthodox react, not proact. People prepare paper, we react to the paper. But what we prepare from ourselves. So we have to move from just reacting at what is happening to be proactive facing the situation. So I felt this is a very important part, because our church is built on the parish church, the monastery, and the theological school. This is 3 pillars. That's why Pope Shenouda and take it for he established theological schools, he established monasteries and for parish, but not yet accredited. We just added to to what he started there. And I feel that is بالنسبة generally بقى in the church we face a challenge of private theological schools. Yeah, we have two now system, which I warned of it in 2015. And as we face in the monastic life, monastery is under the church, monastery is private. We are going to the same things.
Yeah.
And احنا عندنا schools belong to the church, and we have a private institutions. So that is a problem on that, like problem in the monastic life. Yes. People confused between the two. But what about the teaching? So I hope in physiological يعني teaching there is no public sector, private sector. It should be a church sector.
Yes.
It's nothing to be like this. So hopefully this is to be solved.
Yes.
In the church in general, and bring everyone under the umbrella
supervision
of the
Holy
church.
Son. Yeah.